Guys, welcome to today's video. If you are new to my channel, I am Suzana and I love talking about makeup, especially luxury makeup. So if that is your jam, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I'm also going to ask that you also hit that thumbs up because it really does help with getting more views on our videos. So I would really appreciate that. Now today I pulled out all of my cream blushes because we are going to be swatching all of these. I'm going to let you know how I like to apply these, which of these blushes I like, which I would recommend, which not so much, and so on and so forth. Now I am going to guess that today's video is going to be quite long. I will try to keep it sweet and short, but I'm not very good at that. So just in case, make sure to grab yourself a drink, a snack, pull out your blushes. We can do a little blush swatch party together and hang out and talk about all of these products that I am super excited to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so here are all the blushes we're going to be looking at today. I'm actually going to start setting these aside so that we can focus on a few at once. So first, let's go ahead and swatch these that I have from WESTMAN Atelier. I have 4 of them and these are called the Baby Cheeks Blush Sticks. The packaging of these are my favorites from all of my stick blushes. I just feel like they're very simple, nice and sleek. I love that they have a magnetized cap. Just the detail and just everything really about this is aesthetically pleasing to me, plus the products are amazing. So let's start off with this shade here. So this one is Pop It, a very beautiful, very vibrant. Really like that shade. This is Bichette. It's actually the newest shade that WESTMAN Atelier has released. Next we have a Petal, a really beautiful rosy shade. And then we have Mimi. I love this blush. Unfortunately, this one was only available through a limited edition lay box that WESTMAN Atelier offers. This is not available as a permanent shade yet. I am hoping that she will make it permanent because it is a beautiful shade. And these blend very easily. You can definitely tone down the pigment if you want more of a wash of color on the cheeks, or you can build it up to add some more of that intensity. Very creamy, beautiful all around blushes. So here I have the Tom Ford Glow Stick. This comes with 1 highlighter and a blush. I have 2 other shades of these sticks and I cannot find them for the life of me. This one's a little bit too dark for me. It's in the shade 4 Cochevel, I believe. And this is the blush shade. Very beautiful. This one definitely has some shimmers in it, so if you do not like a shimmery cheek, you may not like this one. This is not a shade that I can actually use very much because of how deep it is, but it does look really pretty if I'm careful with the application. I was really just curious on this shade. I knew it was going to be too deep for me, but the formula of these is very beautiful and I really wish I could find the other 2 shades that I've misplaced somehow. I have 5 of these Nude Stick blushes. 3 of them are a matte finish and the other 2 are a bloom finish, which is dewy. Really, these are very gorgeous, but honestly, I don't use any of these blushes during the fall or winter time. I just feel like these shades and the formula work so well for the spring and summertime. So let's go ahead and swatch these. We'll start off with the matte shades. Here we have Beach Babe, Naughty and Spice, Sunkissed. In the Nudes Bloom, I have Sweet Peach Peony and Tiger Lily. Now Beach Babe and Sunkissed are gorgeous for that really beautiful like bronzy look. You don't even need to use any bronzer when using these shades. Of course, it does depend on your skin tone, but I don't, and I just love the finish that these give me. And then these dewy ones just leave your cheeks looking so nice and healthy. Now these do have a little bit of a balmy kind of feel to them, so if you don't like that, I'm not quite sure how much you'll like these, but I do feel like it dries down pretty well. These, just as well as the other stick blushes I've shown you guys, also blend with a lot of ease and you have control with how much pigment you're adding. So these here are my tube blushes. I have this one from Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand. The shade name of this one is Pink Gasm. Now, I have more of a hate than a love relationship with this product. First of all, to get product out of here, I always seem to squeeze out way too much because this tube is quite deceiving. You would think that there's more product in here, but you actually have to press quite a bit to start getting the actual blush out, and at times it becomes quite difficult to stop before you've taken out way too much. So this is again Pink Gasm. I always have to make sure I remember to close this. This is a beautiful, beautiful shade. It has a little bit of a metallic finish. It's definitely like rose gold. And I do find that depending on what angle you or I even look at myself in the mirror, I feel like a little bit of that goldness pulls through just a little too much. So I like it, but for certain looks. So this is not something that I use very much, although it looks like I've used most of it at this point. That's not really the case. I also have this from Chantecaille. It's the Cheek Gelée in the shade Happy. So I really like the formula of this one, but I don't like the shade very much. I just don't feel like it suits me all that well. Again, it really is going to depend on the type of makeup that I'm wearing, and I will have to have absolutely no color to my skin as far as like self-tanning goes, because otherwise this just will not flatter me all that well. But the formula is quite nice. And then lastly, I've got this one from Ilia. It is the Color Haze Multi-Pigment. This one's in the shade Stutter, and wow, if you guys like a burnt orange cheek, look no further. This is perfect, and this one can be used on the eyes, lips, and cheeks. I actually like to use this one on my lips when I use it on my cheeks. It is gorgeous, very, very pigmented, as you can see there. Really beautiful, lasts all day, absolutely love it. This is definitely my favorite out of the three. All of these are my balmy textured blushes. Here I have the Tower 28 Beach Please blushes, and I think these are beautiful. These are also some of my current favorites. I'm just gonna go ahead and do some quick swatches of all of these because I've already actually talked about them in one of my recent videos, so check that out. I actually applied all of these shades. This one's Magic Hour, Rush Hour, Golden Hour, Happy Hour, After Hours, and a new favorite shade, Power Hour. I also wanted to include these Patrick Ta Double Take Creme and Powder blushes. I have two shades. We've got She's So LA, which looks like this. These are gorgeous, but these do have two formulas in the blushes, so we're only going to be looking at the cream portion. And again, these also do have that balmy kind of texture. I'm actually wearing She's So LA today. You can wear these on their own or layer them as they were designed to be used, but on their own, they are gorgeous. You obviously do get more of a subtle kind of sheen type of finish on the cheeks. This one here is She's That Girl, and I just think that both of these just look so stunning and are so worth the try. Now this here is the Jones Road Miracle Balm, and the shade I have is Tawny, and I don't like this at all. So you really have to dig in there to get into the color. I actually thought I had broken the seal, which I think I did, just not as much as if you were to really dig in there. As you can see, I had to go in quite deep in there, and now it makes it easier for me to pick up some color, but I just don't like this. I don't like the texture of it. It's developed some graininess, and I don't like how this looks on the cheeks. I feel like it's very hard to get it to look even. I don't like how thick this formula is. It just looks like it's just sitting on the skin, and it never ends up looking flattering on me. At least I don't think so. So I've never had luck with this one. I don't like the scent of it, and just the formula itself really throws me off. Now this I am utterly obsessed with. It is from Merit Beauty, and it is called their Cheek Color. I have the shade Terracotta. They do offer several different shades. This is a very natural shade, but it's also a very natural type of product. This brand is all about your natural beauty, enhancing your natural features, and I just really like this. You can actually layer this pretty good. Obviously there is an extent as to how much you can build up this color, but I think it looks phenomenal on the cheeks. Very easy to apply, and it's just a really nice product. Really love the shades, and I am interested in picking up a few more of these. So lastly, for my balmy cream products, I've got this here from Charlotte Tilbury. It is her Pillow Talk Lip and Cheek Glow. The shade I picked up is Color of Dream. So I had heard that these are not very pigmented. Again, I think it's because of the actual formula. So I did go ahead and pick up a darker shade. I really like this shade. The formula too is actually quite nice. It definitely feels more balmy than some of the other products that I have. Kind of more like Vaseline actually. So it's quite thick, but I do feel like this one does not stay as tacky as maybe that Jones Road Miracle Balm does. So I do enjoy this one more. The thing about this product is that after about just an hour of wearing it, you don't really see it much on the cheeks. The color really starts to fade very quickly. So because of that, this is not one I would recommend. So I have a few from celebrity makeup brands. Let's start off with this one from Rare Beauty. This is actually my newest cream blush. These are called the Melting Blushes, and I have the shade Nearly Mauve. This is so beautiful. So I kind of hesitated to buy this because of the packaging. I felt like it was going to be annoying and just obnoxious to store, but it's actually really freaking cute. So I am quite upset that it took me a while to pick these up because I went in store to get one, and this is the only shade they had, which I'm not complaining about because it is a beautiful shade, but I would have picked up a few more and I would have loved it. This is gorgeous. I mean, creamy. It almost feels like powder once you start blending it in. It looks so beautiful on the cheeks, and I'm actually quite happy that this is the only shade they had because I think I would have skipped out on this one, and I've really been liking it. I just bought this a few days ago and I've used it every day except for today because I am wearing that Patrick Ta one. Gorgeous. Very much love this. Very much love the packaging, and the wear time is actually quite great for this as well. Now I have two of the Freestyle Cream blushes from Fenty Beauty. I've got the shades Fuego Flush and Rosé Latte. So Fuego Flush, what made me get this shade? I don't know. I think because it looked quite unique, but this is not something I can wear. The shade itself is too unique where I don't think it looks good on the cheeks, and it also has a lot of glitter in it, and I don't like glitter on my cheeks, so no thank you. I'm not a fan of that. Rosé Latte is a really gorgeous shade. I don't use this that often. Honestly, I don't know why, but it's beautiful. This is one of the deeper shades that they had available. So this is quite deep, very pigmented, but I can definitely make it work. I like to apply these with a synthetic brush and just build up the intensity. So I definitely would recommend these that don't have the glitter. Those with glitter, I mean, just be cautious. You have to like that on your face in order to enjoy these, but I don't know who can get away with this. I'm just not that brave, I guess. Now we have these two blushes which have like a moussey formula. These are both beautiful. So let's start off with this one from NARS. This is called the Air Matte Blush in the shade Freedom. So now that my nails are longer, it's a little bit harder for me to dig in here to pick up some of this pigment. So I'm just going to use the back of my nail here. Everything about this is gorgeous. I went into the store to pick up another shade, but honestly, there wasn't another one that was convincing me as far as shade-wise goes. But the formula is beautiful on this one. Again, this one's in the shade Freedom, and it's just one of those that gives you a lot of liberty to build on the pigment, and it feels so nice. And like I said, just a really cool moussey type of feel that this one has. Same thing is going to be for this one from Shiseido. So this is the Minimalist Whipped Powder Blush, and I have the shade Elko, so it's 04, and this one has this little cap here. You want to make sure to keep that just so that it doesn't dry out your product. And this shade is quite unique. I love shades like this, especially when I'm doing like bronzy or really warm looks. So nice to use. Of course, something like this I don't reach for all that often because I do feel like it belongs to specific looks, but I love this. I like that yellow undertone that it has there. Beautiful. And it also has a little bit of a shimmer, but it looks flattering on the cheeks in my opinion. So here I have two of the MAC Go Play blushes. I wasn't sure if I should include these in today's video, but they do have like this creamy consistency. It's almost like a putty, and I just felt like they were fitting for this video. So they do come with this little plastic kind of cap. I keep this just to make sure that these do not dry out. The shades I have in this are Blush Please and So Natural. So let's go ahead and swatch Blush Please first. As you can see how like it moves there when you go into pick up some product. So this one's quite mauvey, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love these so much on the cheeks. Honestly, I haven't used them all that much recently. These are super beautiful. I think these are worth at least trying. They look very natural on the skin, also very easy to apply. You do have to build these up quite a bit to be able to get the pigment. Like it's not exactly going to show like this on your cheeks when you start applying it. It's quite faint. So it might take you a little bit of time to build it up depending on the intensity that you want to get off of these blushes. But really pretty, and I think if you're a MAC fanatic, you will definitely enjoy these. I'm down to my last 4 cream blushes. So I've got this one here from Ritual. This is called the Inner Glow Creme Pigment in the shade Rapture. I am in love with this. I might have shown it on one of my videos, but I need to use this one more as well. The shade of this is very unique to what I have in my collection. It's a very rosy, but I feel like it also has a little bit of mauviness in a bright way. I don't know. I just absolutely love how this looks on the cheeks, especially this shade for the winter time. I need to be using this much more right now, so I will be leaving this out so that I can take more advantage of this one. It's gorgeous. Then I have a cream blush from Pure Waste. This one's in the shade Lovely, and boy, I'm gonna say it, it is a lovely shade. Really beautiful. It is one of my favorite products from this brand. I'm actually going to do it now, guys. I have everything ready to finally film my brand review of Pure Waste, and you will see me just rave about this blush in that video. It's beautiful. The shade is gorgeous. I mean, there are zero complaints, and this packaging is just a stunner. I have this cheek tint as well. This is from Tata Harper, and it's in the shade Very Naughty. This is really nice too. I don't use this that often, but look at that shade. It almost has like a balmy finish as well, so maybe I should have included it with those other blushes. Really nice. This is something that once you start working onto your skin, it looks as if your cheeks themselves are just really nice and rosy. Like it looks very natural. Of course, it'll depend on how much you apply, but it's called a tint, and it truly just tints your cheeks in this just most gorgeous way. Oh, this is so beautiful. And the packaging of this is gorgeous as well. Oh my gosh, guys, I have so much great stuff that I need to just use more and take advantage of much more. Now, I do have a cream blush from Salt New York. This I've had for almost a year now, and I don't think I've shown any of these products on my channel quite yet. This here is in the shade Coral, I believe. This is beautiful as well. Look at that. Very kind of a neon type of, I mean, it's a coral, so very bright. And also, like most of the other cream blushes that I have, this just blends so beautifully, and it also has a pretty good wear time. So I like this very much, and I really need to talk to you guys about the products that I have from this brand because they're just amazing. So those are all of my cream blushes. I hope you enjoyed the swatches that I did and in the style that I did it in. I actually had something different in mind, but as much as I tried, that was just not happening. So I had to settle, but I hope it worked out for you guys. I actually really liked going through my blushes like that to show off my collection. So I believe that my next video like this is going to be my powdered blushes. So I'm excited to share that with you guys relatively soon as well. And then after that, I've also been collecting my mascaras for a very long time. So I've compiled a ton of them that I would also like to go through and show you guys what I've tried and again what I would or wouldn't recommend. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it maybe informative. Let me know what are your favorite cream blushes in the comments down below, especially if I have not yet tried them, because your girl's obsessed and I would love to try your favorites. So please share them with me. And of course, if you guys did enjoy this video, do not forget to give me that thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today. Until next time.